welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Christmas centerpiece for fairly cheap or free. Probably not free your first time, but definitely can be cheap. If you have received a Christmas centerpiece in the past before, keep all the things. I keep the tray, keep the sponge, any of the plastic things that are in it you can keep, and then that way you can make your own in the future and not have to buy any of those things. But also, most of these things or variations of them can be bought at Dollarama. I have done that in the past as well. I'll show you, I have one item for sure that did come from Dollarama that I might use in this. So let's get started. Okay, so I have this floral foam for putting in the tray for the centerpiece. I got it at Dollarama for $1.50, and I think I could probably get 3 out of here. And I saved this tray from another time when I had a centerpiece floral arrangement. I think I took a class on make one with my mom, and I kept this. So you can keep these. I looked online. You can find them on Amazon for not too much, and possibly you could go to a floral shop and ask for them. I didn't see any at Dollarama though. So I'm just gonna cut this to this size. Okay, so I'm just gonna, to measure it, put it on here, and then I'm gonna slice it here. And hope it fits. Probably I'm also gonna cut it in half again. It's too tall, so I will get maybe 4 uses out of this. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it in half again and then come back. Okay, so it will push down into here. I'm not going to do it now because I need to soak it. So I have a sink of water. The instructions say to soak it for 2 minutes, but when I took the class they said to soak it for like 6 hours. So I guess we'll see if 2 minutes, but I can't imagine that's enough to get into this. Okay, it's been maybe 2 minutes and it is sinking, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm inclined to leave it for more than 2 minutes because the whole point of them is to have them full of water so when you stick your live branches in, they can live. So it's December 3rd and this is gonna be on our table till Christmas, so the point is to have it be full of water. So I'm gonna leave it a bit longer. Okay, so I'm just going to go outside and go into my yard. I've got some pine trees and some cedar trees, like quite a few different varieties, so I'm going to go out and snip some of those. So you could do that if you have pine cedar trees in your yard. If you know somebody who has them, that would work. Maybe don't go do it out in the forest because that might be illegal, I don't know. But I'm going to head out, so see you out there. Cut this a few times, it's looking kind of sad. So I'm going to take from kind of down here because I took from the top before and it just was not a good idea. So actually I'm going to go around the back and take from the bottom. Okay, this is a different kind of cedar. It's a lot bigger of a tree, so it can handle a little more. So I'm just going to cut some of these off. And kind of leave a bit of a branch. Got these. Just gonna set them down. So I also have that little cedar kind of bush guy, and this tall one. I think I really like the look of this. You maybe when I compare all three, you'll be able to see that they're different kind of leaves. So I'm probably gonna cut a few of those. And then for pine, I've got this little bush that's got very cute little pine. So I'm probably gonna try and again get those from the back. And this kind of tree is more of a bluey green. It's not as deep green, and they're a bit bigger branches. So I'm probably gonna take little guys from there. I think that's all I have for like pines. So set the camera up. Okay, now that our sponge has soaked in water, it has been maybe 4 or 5 hours that it sat in the water, and it's heavy and saturated, and that's what we want, because the green that we're going to put into it, the greenery, it needs water to stay green for the whole Christmas season. It is beginning of December. I want it to last till Christmas, so you want it to be wet. So I'm just going to plop this in the tray, and then take the tape and just tape it back down, and like that. And then you fill this with water into the tray so that the sponge can absorb it, and all Christmas season it will water your plants. Okay, so this might get a little messy. I went out and got the greens from my yard, and let's get started assembling this. So I have the few different kinds of cedars, and you can cut them smaller. So this is from the tall tree in my yard. So you're gonna want to take off any of the like dead or brown bits, leaves that somehow made it in. And then this is the short little bush that just has smaller, and it's more like a deep green. So I'm just gonna kind of organize these. So I got a stack of those. And then this is from my pine tree. It's more kind of a bluey colored pine compared to the little guy. So I got a few of those, and then some more cedar from it is messy. From a few different of my other two trees. I'm not sure. I think this is the big tree, and this was my little bush in the front. So we've got a few options here, and you want it to be able to fill it up and make it big. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start inserting my different kind of branches. So if they're too long, you can cut them. I might do that. And this foam, it'll just go in like that. Just that. We're gonna try and make it smart. You can make it like rounded shape. You can put bigger ones on the ends to make it more oval. I'm just gonna work and see kind of what I get. I think I'm going to use the same kind of cedar on the whole bottom and not mix it up yet. I'm just kind of cutting them so they don't go all the way through the whole styrofoam. So these are all kind of pointing up here, and these ones are down, so you want to try and make a variation. I'm actually going to switch this, make it have more of a kind of a downward motion. This one. So I kind of like a base layer started. It's still sparse, it needs some more, but we're going to switch to different kinds of pine to kind of fill that in. So just fiddle around with it. I'm gonna go ahead and just start inserting, and we'll just kind of see where we get. You don't need to worry about cutting any of these, this off. You can shove that whole thing, I'm going to, in there. Because I kind of want it to be symmetrical, I'm going to work on kind of doing the same thing all over. And we're going to go up, and we can come out to the top as well. And if they're way too big, you can cut them down. I want this one. I really like this pine, so I'm going to work it in. Ooh, still got snow on it. It's nice. It's okay, it'll melt. Probably could have made a taller foam block in the middle as well, but I think this is gonna work. Okay, so it's sparse here, so I want to fill that in. I'm just gonna pick, this is a nice looking one. Just gonna stick that in. I haven't used it yet, I'm also gonna stick some kind of on this side. Something else, not too big. So we really just want it to look full and lovely. We might not use all of this as well, and that's fine. So now I'm working my way up. So I kind of went around the bottom. Now the angle's changing, so they're going to come more out of the top. Okay. I might pick way too much. That's okay. Usually I don't pick enough. The point is just that it is going to look full. And you won't be able to see into it. That's kind of what we're going for. Right, so this is also a different kind of cedar than the kind of flat ones. So I am just going to go ahead and stick some of that in here and hope that looks nice. Okay, so now we're just kind of to the middle. So they're going to go more almost right in. I haven't used enough of this, so I'm going to get some of the, this is the more blue pine. Okay, and kind of to finish it off, we're gonna want something that's gonna fill this whole kind of upper area. Just gonna look and see what I've got left. Maybe get one more cedar in there. Oh yeah, that fills it out nicely. Okay, so this, you can turn it around and see if there's any missing or like holes that need filling. So we still have some to work with, so we can fiddle around with that. If something just looks a little thin, you can go ahead and insert whatever you think. A little filler. I am getting pretty full, so probably this might be the last one I stick in. Not really much left. Okay, so I think this will be good for green. Just gonna put my extras over here. Oh, it's messy. And now we're gonna just kind of decorate it up for Christmas. So I have a few items that I've saved from my previous ones. I took a class with my mom how to make this, and I kept the add-ins we got from there. And I think I received one once from someone, and I kept the inserts, and I have bought some of these things from the dollar store, from Dollarama. So first thing is something kind of sparkly. It's Christmas, so something sparkly in silver or gold. This I found at Dollarama, and it works, and I think I might use it this year. It's just like a glitter sprayed kind of cedary looking guy, and it's got a long stick, so that just adds a nice, I might just stick that in, and you can just stick these right into the foam as well, if you can find it in all your greenery. Also, I have some smaller ones, and these are ones I saved. So this is like a bundle, and it's got cedar, some leaves, other little branches, and they're all glittery silver as well. So I might stick that in. And also I have these gold glitter berries, which I like as well. So I am gonna kind of just stick those in. And they're gonna be lower, you're not really gonna see them, but that's okay. You can see them in person. Get those in there. And then I also have this little glittery ribbon on a little stick, which I think broke, and so I'm not going to use that. And then pine cones. These I did buy. Pretty sure these were from Dollarama at Christmas time, so I'm going to stick a couple of those in. Because, you know, actually, no, sorry, those are ones I got. This is from Dollarama, with the metal sticks on them. So they're easy to find. You can make them with some hot glue and some pine cones from the dollar store. And you can easily just kind of make your own. Just stick them in. Okay, I also have little sprigs of red berry. This came from the class I took. So I feel like you could buy these things at floral shops, or like maybe the Safeway floral department, or wherever your store might have like a flower area. So this just gives a nice color, and I love that. And then I do have a few more. I have these little like Christmas balls on sticks. This one's a little cuter. And this one's kind of falling, but I'm just gonna, you don't want to do too much. I have a couple of them. I just think they're such a cute Christmas addition. So I'm gonna stick some of those in. I do have another one of these silver ones, but I'm gonna go for this red kind of gold theme. I'm not gonna use those little silver balls. I don't want to overwhelm it either. So I do have one more. It's kind of falling apart. I think if you stick it in, it'll just sort of sit in the branches and be fine. And you won't notice. Right, and then I am gonna put this guy in because I like it to look pretty and beautiful for Christmas. I'm gonna stick it kind of low and on the side, just because that's what I feel like doing right now. If I can find a place. Okay. And here's the finished product. Let me just get a better shot for you. See this little brown guy got in here? I'll snip that out. So this little beauty is going to go on the center of my table. Could go on your dining room table, your kitchen table. Normally they cost, I think in the stores $50 or $60, and this year making this one cost me $1.50, I think, is how much the foam cost for in the middle, and the rest was all free stuff I had, stuff I've saved. I guess however much this cost from Dollarama, because I got this last year, so that might be a dollar as well. It's like $2 to make $3 maybe to make it this year. So there you go. You can make yourself a beautiful one of these as well. I would love to hear if you try it and how it goes. Thank you for watching.